What's going on, guys? J-Tails here for another competitive guide on R.O.B. R.O.B is a very underlooked character. Not many people use him, maybe because he plays weird, he's just different, maybe because he looks weird. I don't know, but I don't see too many R.O.B players, and I think R.O.B is also a very good character that is very underlooked by most people. R.O.B's Nair is super good. It auto cancels if you short hop it, short hop Nair. Into jab, short hop Nair into down tilt is a really good approach into forward tilt. It's just like his forward air is fast. It's good spacing. It's like kind of like Marth and Lucina's forward air. It's a fast move that you can just kind of like knock people off with. The fact that he has such a good up B is also really great because see, like his forward air is just so good for spacing. You can space it back. Even his neutral air, you can space backwards. Nair into up tilt at low percent is a thing. And then into grab once they land. Down throw into up air. So that right there is just like a combo. Like if you land with a Nair, up tilt, grab, down throw, up air, that's already 33%. Gyro to control space, follow up with a laser. There's just so much potential for the character that a lot of people don't really explore. You can get snipe KOs. His back air is really powerful. It's a kill move. His down air is also a kill move. But let me start with the basics. Okay, so my main game with R.O.B is every 3 seconds you can shoot your laser. So right, so laser 1, 2, 3, laser 1, 2, 3, laser. Now let's count to 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh wait, laser 1, 2. Yeah, no laser. But every 3 seconds you can tack on a free 4%. That's a free 4% that you can potentially be getting every 4 seconds. And then along with down throw into up air is also super good. You can use this up B to chase people really high up. So if you do down throw into up air, you can kind of like follow up with that. But you want to save your gas for recovering. Since R.O.B's up B actually does run out, it starts refilling once you land on stage. It's time based. So the more time you spend on stage, let's say you depleted all your gas, right? There, I can't recover anymore. See, so now I have to wait a while to get more gas back. I'm not sure the full amount of time it takes to get it all back, but that's something to consider. You don't want to spend too much time off stage because people will like punish you for it. They'll keep like forward airing you and like hitting you off, and then you'll go too low, and then you won't be able to reach the ledge. So you want to be careful. But some R.O.B players like to just use his gas very lightly. They don't like to hold the B button because they feel like it wastes a lot more gas. So you'll see some R.O.B mains like kind of hover a little bit when using their recovery. And you do this by just like tapping B. And it's interesting that it might conserve gas. I haven't tested it out, but they say it does. His up tilt is such a good juggle tool, and it has a hitbox on the side of it also. Forward air is really good if you can string it along like that. Back air also hits from the front, in case you didn't know. Oops. Actually, I guess it doesn't. Well, it kind of does. Kind of does. Maybe it doesn't, but Z dropping the top is also very, very cool. Some things about the top. First of all, jump cancel tossing is pretty important if you're a R.O.B player. And just like doing different things with the top. Like, there's just so much setups you can do with the top. First of all, it occupies space. See that spot right there? DDD landed on it, and I got a free hit because he touched the top, basically. So it's a free setup. It's a big tool. You should always have the top out on the board at almost every point. Because it's controlling that space for me. That means if someone wants to avoid that top, they have to jump over it, and now I'm here. So if they're going to be jumping, I can just shield grab them, I can up smash them. They have to get over that obstacle somehow. So while they're trying to figure it out, that's when I'm going to come in and, you know, do my thing. The other thing about the top is that when people shield the top, it actually disappears. If someone shields the top, let me show you right now. The moment someone shields the top, it disappears. And that's a good thing and a bad thing because... Oops, that's not the shield button. Okay. So it's a good thing and a bad thing because I can make another one. The moment someone shields it, the moment that the top is not on the screen, you can make a new one. So, for example, DDD, please. If DDD is shielding, I can just shoot a top. I can keep shooting tops. Look at that. And that's broken. That's really good. So, your opponent gets punished because they're shielding your projectile. You're getting another projectile because they're making the right move. So when people ask me, how do I fight R.O.B? I actually tell them, do not shield the top. They want to leave the top alone, just let it sit there and avoid it at all costs. Or what they can do is, what I tell them to do, is pick up the top. And now R.O.B can't make another one. So that's really detrimental. And now what they can't use their A moves since they're holding the top. So as a R.O.B main, you know, while they're holding my top, they cannot grab me. And they cannot use their A moves. They can only use B moves, which in DDD's case would be Gordo's. And that's fine. So characters with good projectiles actually do very well if they can take R.O.B's top because now he loses that tool, and that's such an important tool for him. But yeah, so, well actually DDD can grab using the neutral B. But holding on to the top and throwing it upwards, I think is the greatest disadvantage to R.O.B. Because when you throw the top up, and I know this is kind of counterintuitive because I'm actually explaining how to fight R.O.B rather than showing how to use him, but I think this gives R.O.B mains some sort of, I guess, insight as to what players might be thinking about who are fighting against them. So throwing the top up gives it less time on the floor, meaning that it's going to be a longer time that R.O.B doesn't have the tool. So throwing it up is usually the best option if you're fighting against him. And as R.O.B mains, you want to actually avoid people from getting a hold of your top. Because that's, you know, that's not good. But yeah, so the top actually can lead into combos. If you jump cancel toss it, it can give you a lot. It can give you some cool follow-ups like into forward air. And in order to jump cancel toss, what you do is while dashing, you press jump forward and A if you want to do it forward. And it'll give like a little slide. You can do it back by dashing and then pressing the opposite direction, jump and A. You can do it up. And it just gives R.O.B a bit of an extra momentum when he throws his projectile. So if I'm right here and I throw my projectile, DDD's just going to shield it and punish me. But if I jump cancel toss it, that puts me out of the way of him punishing me. And I get a follow-up if it hits. If it misses, well, now I'm over here. I'm not in front of you anymore. So jump cancel tossing has its benefits. And I think it's a pretty useful thing to know how to do with any character. But yeah, his neutral air is really good for falling with. For coming down with. A lot of R.O.Bs will come down with neutral air. People can shield grab the neutral air. It's not that safe. It's pretty safe, but sometimes it's not that safe. His up air is also a good KO tool. Yeah, see, his up air KOs. His forward smash has good range. You can angle it down, forward, or up. So it can actually work as a good anti-air. Depending on your opponent's angle. It's also a very good kill move. Up smash. First of all, it has an initial hitbox, and I can actually show that right now. Actually, DDD get up. I need you to get up. Oh, DDD will get up. Okay, so Up smash, if you're right in front of someone, I think behind too. Yeah, see that? His hand actually knocks people into it for the KO. So if you're looking for the KO and your opponent does something laggy, or they're up on a platform like on Battlefield or Halberd, don't be afraid to up smash their landing or just to like pull them in. That right there. Boom. Such a well-designed move. That's such a well-designed move because it guarantees that up smash is not just an anti-air, it's also useful on the horizontal, assuming you get the right read. So that is something to definitely take note of. A lot of R.O.B. Up throw is also a good KO move. Especially if you can get up on a platform. Like, you know, there's a Smashville platform or Battlefield platform right above you. You'll up throw them onto that instead of onto the ground, which will make it actually kill that much earlier. Forward throw into snipe is also really good once you get that powerful laser. Yeah, so R.O.B. has some cool setups. His dash attack is also very good, but remember that it is punishable. So although it's like really good spacing tool, wow. So is his down air. His down smash also gets KOs, but I notice a lot of R.O.B. players will spot dodge into down smash, which can be a good option, yeah, but spot dodge into down smash is a very, how do I say, beginner option. So a higher level player is just going to wait for the down smash after you spot dodge, and they're just going to punish you. Down smash has a lot of cooldown. Actually, all of R.O.B.'s smashes are very punishable if your opponent blocks them. So you want to be fairly certain that they're going to hit if you're going to use them. Big laser deals, didn't see how much damage that was. But yeah, basically you want to, you want to rack up your damage, use the little laser, get fair into fair. Get your big hits when you can. Nair into up tilt, into fair. Down smash at the ledge is actually pretty cool. Z dropping the top is also great. You hold on to the top and then you press the grab button, and R.O.B. will actually drop it, which will cause your opponents to bounce up, which is pretty cool too. Forward smash is pretty powerful. So R.O.B. has a lot of great tools. Nair into down tilt, into grab, into down throw, into back air. He's like, the character just kind of flows for me personally. I feel like R.O.B., a lot of his moves really flow into themselves, and they're kind of intuitive. Jab, jab into laser. Actually, jab 1 into grab can also be a pretty good follow-up. And then, from there you can up throw if their percentage is right, or down throw into up air. And when you down throw somebody, you have to read their DI. They might go horizontally, so don't be afraid to wait a moment and then or just jump up, wait for the air dodge, and then jump up air for the kill. So there's a lot that you can do with R.O.B. Oops. Even dash attack, that looked solid. Dash attack into up tilt. Yeah, so that's a good 30%. Oh, another thing, putting your gyro right at the ledge is super good. Like, for example, leaving the gyro right here can get you spike setups and other things. Since your opponent's trying to get up from the ledge, they're gonna get hit by the gyro if they hold on too long, and you can get some good KOs with that. But yeah, definitely Z dropping is really strong, because what you're doing is, once I Z drop the gyro, I'm limiting DDD's options. As soon as I do this, he can no longer go in this area. I'm just cutting that off for him, basically. So it's just kind of separating, alright, I know where DDD's gonna be. I don't have to worry. Alright, 10% for the fully charged laser, and then 4% for the little ones. So that's some considerable damage that you can rack up. So R.O.B. can be played either in a campy way or an aggressive way. As you can see, he has the combo tools that Marth has, like Marth and Lucina in a sense. He has projectiles that deal good damage and that are very annoying. He has a gyro that controls space. He has tons of kill moves. He's actually a pretty decent weight. I think he's like bottom of heavyweight. So he's not very easy to KO either. You have to get him at a decent percent if you want that KO against him. But yeah, just these little things really do make the difference. His down tilt, I think, trips. And then you could also get follow-ups like that. So hopefully you guys are finding this helpful. Off stage, he's a monster since he can like make it back pretty easily. Down smash should be used sparingly. I don't want to see you guys throw this move out because it feels good. It is one of those like panic option moves that you want to be mindful of how much you're using down smash with Rob. Because it is like that panic option kind of move. And you can angle his laser in different directions if you want to snipe people, which I think is also pretty good. I think that's pretty much it. You can angle his forward tilt up as well. His side B actually reflects projectiles, and I think it KOs at higher percents. But this is a move that I don't use very often at all, because it just doesn't seem reliable. Yeah, it doesn't even kill at 150, so I don't know how worth it is to kind of like throw this out. But maybe it'll be good to throw out like right at the ledge. If your opponent's like trying to get up, sometimes it might be useful to just kind of like do this. I treat this move as Toon Link's grounded up B, where he kind of just spins around. So if you want to try, but you have down smash for this purpose as well. So that's why I don't think side B is the greatest option. Sometimes I just don't think it's too good. But it can be good against projectiles, so I guess that's a thing. To me, it just has too much end lag. So literally, I never use this move. You will never see me using the side B. It's just too punishable. It eats shields if someone's blocking and you use side B. If they have a low shield, like, oops, if they have a less than optimal shield, it can be good. I was holding shield there as DDD, and it just kind of like went through. But usually you're just gonna get punished for using it, so I don't throw it out almost ever. But yeah, you get follow-ups off of Nair. He's just really solid all around. You just got to be worried about when you're landing. You got to worry about people coming from under you, because that's his biggest weakness. He doesn't really have a good down air to kind of like get people away from him. Because now if I see you do this, I can just come from the side and back air you or forward air you. And if I see that, I'm just going to shield it and punish you when you land. So Rob's landing options, I think that's where he suffers. But if you have the gyro in your hand and you're trying to land, you can throw it down. Neutral air is probably going to be the best cover option. But it isn't perfect, basically. So as a R.O.B player, you just want to be careful when landing. You're a big body. And you don't have all the weight that DDD does. But you're as big as DDD, so you want to be careful. Other than that, you can get KO off of grabs, and that's always wonderful in this game. Since getting the KO can be a hard part. You can get snipe kills. You can do a lot. R.O.B does not have a wall jump. But yeah, also you can use back air to kind of like recover too. Since it moves you forward a lot, you can actually use that to propel you forward back to the stage. So all in all, I think R.O.B is a solid character. I think he's upper mid tier. I think he has the potential to be bottom of high tier, actually. I think he has really good tools. He just doesn't have options for landing, and he's just big, so he gets comboed pretty easily. But I do think he's a pretty good character that more people should look into as well. There aren't too many R.O.B players, and there are even less R.O.B players in tournament. Obviously, because the top tiers just look way more appealing. But if you have an interest in R.O.B, and if this guide helped you out, feel free to put more time into him and definitely check him out and show more of his potential, because I think he's really good. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. It helps me get noticed on YouTube. Please share it with any R.O.B mains that you know, or anyone who is considering learning R.O.B, please share this information with them. And yeah, leave a nice comment. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Later.